Okay, this is basically a bit of an extension on my last video, which was kind of moving like an army of people. So this is a little bit of code that has an animating ball, just like some things you've seen in the past. The only difference is that ball is an object, right? It doesn't do anything different, the fact it's an object, but what it can do now is, because I've got a class that creates that object, I can create more. So if I click somewhere with my mouse, it picks a random colour, it makes it a random size, and also I think a random speed, but we'll go through that, and I can make as many as I want. I could then have something that deals with collisions with them and have them bouncing around the screen, and maybe bigger ones have more power than smaller ones, or speed or whatever. But it's a really basic idea of sort of particle simulation or something like that. So you can have this sort of crazy thing going on. So that's got speed of 0 clearly. That's hurting my eyes watching that, but you get the idea. Okay, so show you how I did it. I've got an ellipse class, okay, that's got a constructor with some attributes in. So each circle had a size, color, x and y position, and x and y speed or change. And then I've got a draw command that draws that to the screen and passes it the colour, and then gets its x and y positions and things like that. So you need to be happy with object oriented. If you're not, you're going to find this video too hard. So please, because I'm not going to explain it every video, please go and watch the object oriented videos if you feel like you don't fully understand the code there. So Pygame draw.ellipse is just like the very first Pygame video I made, or the second one where I showed you how to draw shapes. The only thing is the properties I'm giving it are attributes from its own class, or the object itself. Right, then I've got some sort of starting position for the first one, and then I append a ball. So I've got a balls list, and I make a ball just to start us off, so we've got one ball on the screen. So nothing new there. This one, like I say, it's a bit of a build on what we had before, but if event type, if it detects a mouse button down, gets the mouse position, gets the x and y coordinates from the mouse position, because that returns a date structure, I think it's a tuple, and then it does balls.append, and then it adds an ellipse object, so it runs the class and adds a ellipse object to the balls list. So you can see that my ellipse object wants a size, x and y position, colour and speed. So because it's got the mouse position, it uses that for x and y. It uses a random position for a random number for whatever the first one was. Sorry, I forgot. First one was size. It does a random colour again, like it did with the stickman, and then it's going to do a random speed. Okay, then here, when I get to the drawing code, I fill the screen black, so it goes black every time. Then I loop through every ball that's in the list and I draw it. So draw is the method from the class. So if we look up, draw is the method from the class, so it's going to draw it to the screen, give it an x and y position. That moves the balls, so that uses the x and y change for each object and changes its position, ready for the next time it gets drawn. And then that's just calculating the edges for the bouncing. Okay, so code wise, not that big bit of code, but it's quite a nice little bit of code to learn.